Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I just wanted to sit down and talk to you guys. I had mentioned that I wanted to do like a kissing 21 goodbye video, which means that I will be 22 actually in a couple of days. Today is Sunday. My birthday is in May 24th. So yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. It's crazy because like that idea came to my head and I just like said it out loud like on Snapchat, and it kind of makes sense. And a bunch of you guys, was it on Snapchat? I think so. A bunch of you guys were like, yeah girl, like definitely, like I would love to you know, to hear your thoughts on it. And some of you are turning 21, some of you have already been through 21, so maybe you guys want to know what it's like being 21 from another person's perspective. And also maybe you're scared of being 21 and you've heard great things or bad things about being 21, so maybe I can be a voice to let you guys know how my experience was. So I'm just gonna start like from when I turned 21 until this point, and then I just go from there. 21 for me has been like definitely one of probably the most challenging, hardest year of my life. I've also accomplished a lot, but I've also felt like a lot of failure, and like I'm not at the place where I thought I would be at 21. And I think that's what really like frustrates me and has really like turned me down this year and just gotten me like to like the darkest place ever. It's crazy because like my parents will always tell me like just wait till you're 21, like, and people will be like just wait till you're 21, like you don't want to grow up. And I always wanted to be an adult. I mean, don't get me wrong, like I love that I'm in this, I love that I'm an adult now, but I just didn't think like I knew it was gonna be hard. Like I knew, like, you know, it is what it is, responsibilities come and all of that. But if anything, it was more challenging like within myself. Like it was like a fight with myself constantly. Like it wasn't about other people, it wasn't about things that happened or didn't happen. Like it was just a struggle and like figuring out what I want to do, like who am I, what do I believe in, the things that I like, that I don't like, the things that I want to, you know what I'm saying, my dreams and goals, and just like putting everything together in one has been so hard for me. But when it comes to like goals, as of like by 21, I should have already had my bachelor's in college, and I'm not even done with my associates. That is by choice. Also, I am not really good with academics, but again, it's my excuse because I don't put enough effort in it. I think I could excel pretty well, not with like an A or B average, but I could excel and pass. I've just chosen to take this career, which I'm doing right now, in front of it. And I think that's what's taking a toll on my life this whole year. It's like, I started YouTube. Okay, so this will be my 3rd year on YouTube, like in May, and I've also thought that I will be much further along, like now that I've been here for 3 years, and I'm not, but that's okay because I'm growing how I'm supposed to grow. But what has killed me the most also is comparing myself to other people. And what I mean by that is like, you know, seeing girls, amazing girls, that will start a channel and like start this whole beauty influencer thing, and like not even a year, you know, they're like all blown up, like 500k and else this and that. And honestly, like it might sound stupid coming from me, or like, you know, kind of like bougie or whatever, but we think of it, you know what I'm saying? Like if you're doing the same thing that I'm doing, if you're in this beauty influencer thing, like you want to make it a career stuff, this is all you think about. It's like, what am I gonna do? How much do I need to hustle? What else can I do to make it? And it's just frustrating because maybe you see other people that are not putting as much content as you, or not putting like, or at least you're thinking in your head that they're not giving out the 100% like you are, and then you see them excel and they go in this and they have that, and it's just really frustrating, and that has literally killed me and eaten me up inside. You guys don't know like how many nights, like even to this day, like even like throughout the whole year, I would go to bed like I feel like this whole year I was more like frustrated and like just focused on myself and like with my own issues, and like I think that I was more like, I don't know, like more heavy than I should have been, like, but in a way like it has helped me get to where I am, but it's just been so hard. I feel like I'm all over the place, and I'm sorry. I'm just trying to get my thoughts together and not like get like emotional or nothing like that, because I don't want to do that on camera. You know, I'm still trying to figure out what I'm gonna do. I thought that I just thought that I would have everything figured out by now, and I don't. I don't know what's gonna happen with this beauty thing. Of course I'm gonna make it, and I think I'm gonna make it, but whenever you get on the realistic side of it and you have people telling you like, okay, you need a plan B, you need to like, you need to like think about what if you don't make it. Like, even though it sucks to hear that, and that's not what I want to hear, but it's like the reality of it is like, what if it doesn't happen? So that's just like that has been the most recent thing that I said in my head, and I've been stressing out the most of it because I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't want to do anything else. And a little background on this year. So I have been without a job like almost like the entire year, and that really sucks. I have always like, oh my god, great. I have been without a job this entire year. Okay, so what happened was last May I was working at Sports Authority, which if you guys don't know, it's like a Dick's Sporting Goods. Back in the day, well, not back in the day. Anyways, the company went bankrupt, so I was at the job for like 2.5 years. So it got me throughout, like it's gotten me through college, and it has given me like money, and like I totally love working there. I miss my SA family. Like some of you guys watch me, and I love you guys so much. I miss you so much. So that was my job for like 2.5 years. And even though it's like a sports store, like I've always been like I love sports. I'm not like good at sports, but I'm like athletic, if that makes any sense. Like I could play stuff and like I could get it, you know. I was just never good in like one specific sport. But yeah, so what happened was last May I lost my job because the company went like, they was like bankrupt. So I think Dick bought it out. Anyway, so I was like, dang, like what am I gonna do? So before that, I used to work at Ulta for a little bit, and I loved it so much. But I guess there was a personal problem. I know some people, disclaimer, I know some people that have worked with me, maybe watch my videos. If you are, hi, I miss you guys so much. And if you're the person that I'm talking about, then I hope you enjoy this video. I just felt like I was like a target because of who I am, like whatever. But even before I was a thing on social media, or like I'm not even a thing, guys, like honestly I'm not. But I live in a small town and I have a lot of people like around me and stuff, so for them they think I'm like somebody, which is really cool, but in reality I'm not. But I guess it was always a personal problem, and like me not being on the floor, or like, you know, just doing my thing. Like I was always like in the back, like doing like replenishment and like merchandising and all that stuff, which is great. I love to do everything. Like I love everything about retail. That has been my life up until this point. Like I have worked retail so many stores, but Ulta was definitely my best favorite one because I was makeup and I always wanted to be there. I was there for like maybe 6 months. Let's just say that I don't think I was treated fairly. I don't think I was giving as many hours as other girls. Not because they were not hours, they just didn't want to distribute it that way. I'm just gonna say they because it was only one person, but I'm just gonna say they. So I don't know, it's just really weird. And like the first time I worked at Ulta, it's the second time. First time I worked at Ulta, I started being irresponsible. So I take blame for that because I got really discouraged and like, okay, like I'm not getting hours, like I'm only going in for like 3 hours, so I would show up late and stuff. So I guess that kind of had to do with the them letting me go, but it was more than that. It was more than just me showing up like 5 minutes late. Like it was just horrible, right? Whatever. So that happens, and then I get fired. I get let go from Sports Authority, so I'm left without a job. So I had nothing, and I just turned 21, and I remember thinking like, wow, this year's gonna be like, it's gonna suck. And it's gonna be really hard. And it was, but there was also so many great things that happened this year. I was without a job like the entire summer, and I had worked at Ulta like maybe like a couple months before last summer. So in August, I go back because I will always go into the same Ulta or whatever. I go back in, and then I get a job offered there again with the same people, same management, and I was like, yeah, like, you know, like I never burned any bridges. It just didn't work back then, and I was getting paid more money at Sports Authority than I was at Ulta. So it was either like I got let go, and I was just like, okay, you know what, whatever, it is what it is. Maybe I was seasonal, I don't even know. So I was like, whatever. So I was left without a job, and I was like, dang, like I have nothing to lose. Like I would totally love coming back. So everything was great, everything was fine. And then I was there like from August up till like February, March. And then all of a sudden, the same thing happened that happened last time. Like I never had a relationship with, you know what I'm saying, like people in management and stuff. So it was just always really weird and awkward, and I felt like it was so personal because like people started coming to Ulta and they would come and like say hi to me, or like I'll be something like checking out people online, and then they knew who I was, so I'd be like, so somebody would be like, girl, like I watch your videos, and the whole line would be like, and they would just stare at me, and like people would sometimes like whisper, and like when I was checking them on, they'd be like, can you write your name down like on the receipt so I can look you up? So I guess that became a problem. I even got pulled to the back one time and got told not to return stuff. They pretty much told me I was not allowed to return stuff because they didn't want me to blog about it and then return it, which I'm the kind of person like I don't return nothing. Like if socks don't fit me, or like a light bulb breaks and I buy it, or like it doesn't work, I'm not gonna be that person to return stuff. Like I just don't like returning things. Like when I buy something, it's because I want it. If it doesn't work, then so be it. That's just not who I am. So when I got told that, I was like, what the hell? Like honestly, like that's so stupid. Like people come and return so much stuff that is clearly used and you just take it back with no reason. Maybe I returned like some lashes that I thought I needed but I didn't, and then they pulled me to the back and told me I lost stuff. I was like, you know what, that's cool, that's fine. I'm just gonna make sure. I was just being like super cool. I was like, I'm just gonna make sure that whatever I buy I take whatever. So it was just things like that, and I was never given time on the floor, never given time as a cashier. Not that I was excellent, but I thought I performed really well. Customers spoke for themselves about my work and how great my services were at Ulta. So I never, like, when I was at Ulta, I was Ulta. Like, I was never like Valor and Beauty. Like, people literally, like, when I got back to Ulta, I was obviously bigger on social media and stuff, and I never once was like, hey girl, like, so I just made a video, or like I would never like talk about myself unless people did. And honestly, like all my coworkers would always be like, girl, like I love your videos, blah blah blah. Like literally every girl there was so sweet. And because, like, you know, I feel like that's the only way that they could start a conversation with me, you know, because it's just like we're friends or whatever. So because we're friends, they're gonna tell me what they like about my videos, like they know what I do. So I guess that was like an issue there, and it was just so uncomfortable. I don't know, I was never given time on the floor. I was just like always in the back, and then I started getting like 3 hours a week, like 3.2 hours a week if you want me to be exact. So it's just things like that, and you guys have no idea how little I felt and how like not valuable I felt, because this is like my passion and what I'm good at, and this is the one thing that I have to show for that I can tell you like 100% I'm good at. And like for people not to like, people see it, but for people not to like acknowledge that and admire that, like if I were to be like working at a store and some girl rolled up with the passion that I have for something, like I would want her at my store, but things are not like that, you know? So anyways, end of the story. I get let go again, really unprofessionally, and it just really hurt me. It hurt me because like I did so well at my job, and like I feel like without that, like I had nothing. Like I had no plan B. Like of course I wanted to keep going there and stuff, but that's all God for me, and I felt like so discouraged, and that really took a toll on like me thinking that I wasn't good enough, or I don't, you know, like I don't add up, or I'm not like gonna make it. So, I know I look crazy, but it's okay. I just do my makeup before I go. I have to go to church, and I'm over here like getting emotional and stuff. But anyway, so yeah, I just felt so little and so discouraged, and I was just like, I'm not good enough. You know what I'm saying? Like, no one values me. Like, what am I gonna do? Like, all this stuff. And even like and like I was dealing with like stuff that with myself, and like not wanting to like be involved at church either. Like I was just going through a really hard time, and that really just added on to it, and it was just horrible. And then it's crazy because the same day that I got let go, for the second time by the same person, I got the email from Sigma that they wanted to fly me to the headquarters, and I just started crying. Like, it was amazing. Like, it's crazy how like God can like shut one door and then he can open another one that is like 10 times, 100 times bigger and better than what you could have ever thought. And you know, like Sigma not knowing me, like just knowing me like my pictures and stuff, like they cared enough to like wanting to meet me and make me feel like I was somebody. And you know, like it's just crazy. Like it's crazy how things happen, and everything happens for a reason. So I am like I've learned so much this year, like from disappointment, like hurt, all those things. But yeah, it's been a ride for sure. I've also met really great people this year, like some of my closest friends that I've never had. Like I've never had like a lot of friends. I've never had a lot of friends, and now like I have so many, and it's crazy because I would always like tell my mom, like ask God for friends, and like, you know, like, and I have that now. So even though I've been through like hell and like with myself and like issues and stuff, like God has blessed me in so many other ways that I'm just now like thinking about and like realizing, because this whole year I have been just like so focused on the negative and what I have been through. I've been focused on the wrong things, but I have such a good support system. I have people that love me and that believe in me, and you know, I have people, and that's all that matters. Like as long as you have people that love you and care about you, like that's all you need. So I have like a lot of like companies that I've gotten close with that really care about me. Like, you know, it's just crazy how I spent so much time this year thinking about the negative, and I never just stopped until now. That's why I'm like crying, because I never stopped and really like talked it out to myself and like thought about all the good things that happened this year too. So yeah, that's kind of like the gist of what happened this year. And you know, you guys, like I have grown tremendously. Like it's crazy. Like it's not as fast as like I would like, but who cares? Like at least I'm growing. Like I'm not staying like, because like I'm not staying stagnant somewhere. Like every day I grow. I might not grow a lot, but I'm growing a little bit, and all of these things that have happened to me are gonna help me in my future and for whatever happens. So with that being said, this year has taught me a lot. It has challenged me as who I am as a person, as a friend, as a daughter, as a sister, as a girlfriend, like everything. It has challenged me everywhere. And even with God, like my relationship with God has been challenged so much, because I felt that he wasn't there, and I felt like, I don't know, I feel alone. Like I feel like it's crazy, because you can have like all these things, like you have all these followers, and you can have like all these things going for you, like all this free stuff people send me, and you know, I have a boyfriend, I have like a nice life, like I have the things that I need, but on the inside, like I've been so like broken and like sad and upset and frustrated, but it's always myself. Like it has something to do with other people. And so it's just been like a year of like realizing that, you know, I'm not perfect. I am gonna make mistakes. I have a lot going to do, just like I did this year, and this is what being an adult is like. You know, it's not, you don't have things catered to you anymore. You have to work for your own stuff. For me, like also like money has been such an issue for me, and you know, it's hard because I'm still like hustling and trying to do my thing so I can make it one day, but at the same time it's like I need money right now. So I make money here and there. Like I am making, like, you know, I'm just gonna be honest with you guys, like I'm not making like a lot, like not much from this whole thing that I'm doing. Like you guys think that like all these girls are like, you know, they are making money, but it's like when you're really up there. But right here, girl, this is like the struggle. Like it is very rough. So I've been trying to stay busy finding jobs, like, you know, like weddings and makeup things, but it's just really hard. But I'm just doing my part, and I know God's gonna take care of the rest, and I know that next year's gonna be better, and I'm gonna have more opportunities. Of course I'm gonna have disappointments and, you know, struggles and frustrations, but I'm gonna let this year be a lesson to me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just, it's gonna be okay. It's fine. Whoever's watching this, like if you're going through the same thing, or like maybe you are gonna be 21, like by all means don't get scared at all. Like, you know, because I have had so much fun this year, and I've, like I said, like I've met so many new friends, and like I have benefit, like all this, even though I had like so many issues and stuff, like my support system has been like the best thing ever. So yeah, but I feel like I had to get it out of me, and sometimes it's hard, you know what I'm saying, talking to people. Sometimes you just need to like talk to yourself And that's pretty much what I'm doing right now, because there's nobody in front of me, just the camera. And honestly, I feel like so much better that I've let all this out. And yeah, it's gonna go online and like people are gonna see it and my friends are gonna see it. But I needed to do this for myself. So yeah, sometimes you just gotta tuck yourself like into things and other things, and you gotta be your #1 supporter. You gotta love yourself, you gotta value yourself, you gotta make time for yourself. So taking care of you is like #1. So my camera's about to die. I gotta get ready, I gotta do my face again. But I love you guys so much. Thank you for everything. Seriously, you guys mean the world to me. Thank you for all your comments, everything, all the support that you guys give me. Like, I love you guys, I really, really do. And just thank you for just being with me and following me on this journey. I love you guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.